Hey everyone. Well, you know that I'm an artist, and I make little things and draw and sculpt and all sorts of stuff. I'm into polymer clay as well, and I've been making little mushrooms, diagaric mushrooms. I have to excuse it's on a stick at the moment. The warm weather makes it a bit droopy, so it needs a bit of support. But yeah, so I thought I'd sit and make one of these with you. Yeah, so here goes. I've already got some soft polymer clay here. Don't take much to make it soft in this weather. I'm going to try and make it bigger than this one so you can see what's going on with it a bit better. I don't know how it's going to turn out on the screen. I don't watch my own videos, so I haven't got a clue. I don't know if I'd probably just rattle on and whatever, but yeah, you just make like a tapered down length with a bulbous bottom and a little point, well, pointy on the end, not too pointy, but you know, looks like a bottom of a mushroom. I think that'll do. Now, when the mushroom's open, it has like a little skirt around it. It's just like what protects its gills before it opens up. So I'll just make that. Actually, first of all, I'll both do is put a cocktail stick through it, just so it's got a bit of support if it gets a bit droopy. It's a bit longer, so I might have to put two in, one at the top and one at the bottom. Should leave enough space at the bottom for you to hold on to it so you can mess around. It's also good for when you're messing around on the top so you don't squish everything. Just put that in quite far down, just so it's got enough to go into the top of the mushroom when I make it. There we go. I've tried to do this different ways, and I find that just flattening it out and opening it up. Oops. And then, because the skirt comes down on some of them, just cut a little hole. Don't have to be perfect or anything like that. Just enough for your mushroom to slide through. See, nothing special, nothing tidy, it doesn't really matter. Just slip it through. Now, squish it round, bring it down, sort of make a little skirt, make it as big or as little as you want. I mean, I suppose if you want to be really anal about it, you can measure it on a real mushroom and you know, but they're all different, everyone's different, every mushroom's different, every human's different as well. So yeah, you just bring it in a little bit, and we have a little mushroom skirt. I'll put that there for a minute. Now, I'm going to do this bit first. It's the underside, the right part of the mushroom. It's just again another piece. You flatten out to about the size that you want this mushroom to be, because what I want it to do is to be like that shape and flatten out, but it's sort of like it comes out a little bit. I don't know if you can see it there as it comes out. And the same as that side as well, you know, it's not just flat, sort of, I don't know, weird shape. flying saucer type shape. Make it out of the two colours. I mean, you can do it any colours you want really. I mean, this white isn't very clean. The white picks up a lot of other colours very easily, so I don't need that much. So yeah, I mean, you can cook this stuff and once it's hard you can paint it with acrylic paints. You know, if you want to make it waterproof, just add a bit of yacht varnish afterwards, you know, just to seal it all off. Well, it's about as much as big as I want it to go, yeah. And then we get some red. It's best to do the red last because it just goes all over the white. Transfers the colour. Just start flattening around the edges. Leave sort of like a lump in the middle. Because they have that sort of structure. I do try and like to make things as realistic, looking as realistic as possible, even with my drawings, my portraits and things like that. Now, find the dirtiest side and have that as the underside, because it's going to be covered up. So I've got like a little white speck on that bit. I know it'll be alright for the other side because I'll be putting white specks on it anyway, but yeah, just for showing you purposes. Now, just spread out your white to the size of your red. Doesn't have to be perfect again. Just about the general size and shape. You can always manipulate it once it's stuck down, but in this weather it sort of sticks down really quickly and really easily. But you can compensate that with a bit of corn flour. It stops it sticking, but I want this to stick, so just turn it around till you find your best fit for the shape and put it on like that. And then don't press it down yet, just manipulate the bits back in or slightly push them out to the edge of the red, just so it all meets up quite nicely. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, but then again, it doesn't help when you've got a bit of OCD like me. When it comes to my artwork, I can get very OCD with stuff like this. Yeah, spend hours just faffing and then completely wreck it. I've done that with so many drawings, it's unbelievable. You know, oh yeah. That's one thing about being an artist, you've got to know when to stop. Or you just bugger it up completely and then get pissed off. But yeah, I learned that. Well, sort of. But as you can see, we've got like a double colour. You can spread it out. Pull it as well, just to form the shape that you want of your mushroom. I mean, these come in all sorts of shapes. I mean, you start lifting up parts of it and pushing down other parts of it, and you know, just making it look mushroomy. These ones, they're all sorts of different shapes and sizes. So there we go. Now, in the middle, there's a little bubble there, so I'll just let that on. Right, to make like a little dent just for this part to go in. And don't forget you've got a spiky bit at the end, so don't go jabbing it into your finger. I've done that a few times. Actually, I might need to push that down a little bit more. And we just push it in. Oopsie. And ta-da! Now you can be really anal, like me, and you can sit here and just put little gills. The more that you put in, oops, the more realistic it goes, or the more realistic it looks. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, I don't think you can. But yeah, I'm just put like little lines that go from the stalk and radiate out to the edge. And just keep doing that round and round and round and round and round. I mean, try not to cut straight through into the red. Even if you just lay it on and rock it across, you know, you don't have to slice or anything like that. Just dab it in and rock and yeah, and work your way around. Let's get a bit sticky. I won't carry on doing that bit. Oh, you can see it there, I think. Just I can see it. Now, I'll lay that there for the moment. It is a bit soft, so I've got to be careful. Now, all I do for the little dots on the top, roll out some polymer clay, very thin strand, because it is tiny work. I just get a toothpick, take a tiny bit off, and start at the middle, and just put a little one in. Get another bit. It doesn't have to be circles or anything like that. If you look at these sorts of mushrooms, you'll actually find that they look like little squares, some of these little white blotches. So, you know, they don't have to be perfect shape or anything like that, or perfect size, because they're all different sizes. In fact, the more different sizes you put in, even just little tiny flecks, the more realistic it looks. And as you notice, as one of these mushrooms grow, when it's small, it seems to be covered in lots of little white specks like this. But then they seem to spread out as it grows, and that's what happens. You know, as it grows, they spread out into the flat mushroom. So you just try and replicate that, and wherever you start putting them. And like I say, they're all different sizes and shapes, so you don't have to worry if you don't get it perfectly right. With like that one, it won't even go on. Just grab another piece, and it's got little white spots there, so it doesn't matter. I hope you like the music. It's one of my brain frequency ones, actually, I think. Let me just have a look. Yes. This one is Music for Positive Changes, and it's 528 hertz to, where have I gone? To 239 hertz. So yeah, it's one of those binaural meditation frequencies. I keep going about. I have used them for quite a few years, and I do benefit from them, very much so. I do recommend to anybody. They do work best when you've got headphones in, but there are ones out there that you don't need headphones for, and they still do the same sort of thing. They are very good. Well, I think they are anyway. You might have a different reaction to them. It's best to have them low as well. Don't have them up high, because they can give you a headache and have, you know, like an adverse effect. Oh. You have to bear with me, there's my phone. Sorry about that. which is the electrician coming tomorrow to check all my electrics at home. Apparently my certificate's run out, so I need to get them checked. My fuse box and my sockets. But that's tomorrow, and we'll carry on with this. Right. So, yes. Just blobbing on little bits of white. Yeah, they don't have to go in any particular order, just random. Yeah, this is what I do to keep some stresses from taking over. Relaxing. I don't do it as much as I used to. My forte is drawing, pencil drawings, doing portraits and things like that. But unfortunately mental illness gets in the way, and you know, I've got to turn to other things. So yeah, I try other things. I like crochet and messing around with pottery. I mean, if I had the money, I'd have my man cave. It would be full of all my artistic stuff, all my tools, you know, for wood turning and metal work and all sorts of things. Because I'm a qualified welder and metal worker. You know, I do know a lot of things, and I'm very creative in all aspects. I've had to be. Used it as an escape, and I did actually work as a pottery decorator for a while, back in the day, before I got married and before I had a child. It was one of my favourite jobs actually, besides working on the boat. Well, nearly finished here. You can be as anal as you want, like, you know. I'm trying not to let the OCD take over. It's being a bit hard, but yeah. I'm making a few more different shaped ones, but I'll do these in separate little videos, and I'll be putting them on like a little grassy knoll type thing. I've even got like a log that I've made out of polymer clay that I was going to put mushrooms on. But I think I'll carry on doing this at the moment. Just making a little nolly one, and then I'll do one with mushrooms coming out of a piece of wood. You know, doing art is one way to keep me quiet. Keep me quiet for hours. It's like when you're sat at a computer, you don't know where the time goes. I'm like that when I'm doing stuff like this. Sat here for hours at a time, not actually realise where the time's gone. Right. I think that shall do. I'll finish off the bottom by myself. It's going to take a little while yet. But nearly 20 minutes gone to do that. It's not too bad really. Some little finishing touches and put it in the oven. Well, not right now. I'll make the rest of them first and make my little mushroom scene and then put it in the oven. There we go. One polymer clay garlic mushroom. They have some healing properties as well, apparently, if you eat them the right way. I think you've got to dry them out first before you can eat them, but you can eat them and they are good for you, just in the right way, that's all. But, as always, before you eat any mushrooms, do some research on them first and make sure they are the right ones. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I shall make some more of these if people are interested. Makes my day go past, and you get to hear a little bit of brainwave frequency music too, and learn a bit of creative artwork. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing, and all your beautiful comments and everything. It's amazing. You're helping me grow so much, and you know, you're helping each other grow as well and heal, and it's amazing to watch, and I am so grateful for all your help and support, and you're just all brilliant. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. So I shall stop waffling as I always do, and I shall stop this. Bye bye everyone.